President Trump gave a primetime address last night about the illegal immigration crisis, which was reluctantly carried by all the major television networks, and was followed by a strange rebuttal by Chuck and Nancy, who looked like your parents after they caught you sneaking in the house 2 hours after curfew and reeking of alcohol. They were so stiff and strange that even CNN's panel busted out laughing at them as soon as they were done.
Not the most compelling
presentation
venue from either side.
I think you're safe with your job.
You're right. So far on that level.
Chris Cuomo dives in for the save. It was both sides. Both sides were boring. Sorry, Chris, but the president presented some very valid and compelling arguments, while Chuck and Nancy's bizarre rebuttal has literally turned them into the latest meme. Since liberals are so out of touch with reality, they can't understand what the thousands of memes mocking Chuck and Nancy actually mean. And so the Huffington Post said that the image of Chuck and Nancy standing stoically together, schooling the president, was an instant hit on Twitter. An instant hit. They were trending from people mocking them, and they may have just created the greatest meme of 2019, and we're just over a week into the year. Let's go to Jim Acosta now for his completely idiotic analysis. Jim?
I think that address probably should have come with a Surgeon General's warning. It was hazardous to the truth. There were a number of claims that the president made in that speech that just are not going to stand up to the facts. You mentioned a couple of them.
Even Chris Cuomo's like, could you be any more corny? But the lamest joke award goes to Late Night with Seth Meyers for literally mocking President Trump for pointing out that thousands of Americans die every year from the heroin that's smuggled in from Mexico across the border, not to mention those who are killed by illegal aliens. For tweeting out, is this Oval Office SVU? Of course, nobody at MSNBC was happy about the president's primetime address.
This is a continuation of the degradation of the Oval Office by the President of the United States, this time using the tradition of Oval Office speeches that are usually reserved for major statements instead for a tawdry political speech. I mean, usually it takes the president 55 minutes at a rally to get out all those lies and false statements. This time he crammed it into 8 minutes by reading a teleprompter.
Oh, hey, look, it's Carl Bernstein, wearing the same suit that he had on back in the Watergate days. Carl, what do you think about the president possibly declaring a national emergency because of the open border?
His whole presidency is a credibility crisis because he traffics in misinformation, lying, and disinformation. And that is the hallmark of this presidency. And it's increasingly why Republicans, not just Democrats, are losing confidence in the President of the United States.
Actually, Carl, as Greg Gutfeld pointed out, the fact-checking feast that CNN expected and salivated over all day came up empty, because it's hard to fact-check the actual deaths of innocent Americans. But lucky for the Democrats, one brave warrior has stood up to stop Trump in 2020, Pocahontas. And so it is in her honor that I present to you my new Pocahontas 2020 t-shirt. Order yours from MarkDice.com or click the link in the description below, and they're available in a t-shirt, long sleeve, and a hoodie, or even a coffee mug, and a whole bunch of different colors as well. Your purchase helps keep this channel going, so I appreciate your support, and I'm sure that she will too. So thanks again, and check back tomorrow for a new report, and I will see you soon.